won't use the 4 minutes. First of all, congratulate the Minister on his nuptials over the Christmas period and wish him all the best for the future with himself and his good wife. And I hope that he will have some positive news. He may have had positive news himself over the Christmas period. He may have positive news for me. No, just this has become a real issue around the country. The fact that within the National Planning Framework, under Objective 19, there is different interpretations been imposed on planning decisions around the country. I'm sure, Cahir, look, you've experienced this too as well yourself. And what I want is definite clarification and, if necessary, a circular going around the local authorities as to exactly what the intention of it when the Minister put it forward. I know Minister Murphy in here beforehand actually stated what it should, and it shouldn't compound the issue of people who are justifiably applying for planning permission and able to get it. So I want to hear what the Minister has to say with regard to the fact of clarification.
From my own perspective, and certainly when I've talked to Minister Murphy, people who have grown up in a rural area and have lived there all their lives it's not unreasonable for them to expect that they would be able to continue living in that community. And that obviously is dependent on other factors that are important, whether it's the design of the house and wastewater treatment and access, and the development that's already taken place in that area. But I'm aware of some inconsistencies that you have spoken about, and the ultimate objective, in answer to your question directly, is that these revised guidelines will be circulated as soon as they're finalised to each local authority to ensure that there is a uniform approach to the national planning framework when it comes to individual decisions at local authority level. But, and I emphasise this in my distinct role as in charge of local government, each local authority is an independent republic. And it's a bit of an oxymoron to be the Minister for local government, because they jealously and rightly guard their own independence, such as they have it. But I don't think it's unreasonable that the new guidelines should be completed as soon as possible and circulated to ensure that there's a uniform approach across the country.
Very briefly, the Minister gave a very long response to you.
Yeah, I know, and not much clarity, I'll be honest with you. And I will just quote that from the 1st of November in Kildare, virtually every planning permission has been refused, one-off house has been refused, has quoted the National Planning Framework, Objective 19. And within that, there is no clarity as regard to why it states social or economic. There is a lot of been interpreted as social and economic, and you've added another one in here in your sentence here on the 6th bullet point. You've said social, economic or occupational terms. Right? That's even going to confuse things further. Minister, we just want clarity so that people out there can see that their own local county development plan is what they go by, and not having to read something from higher up that's dictating to them as to what should and shouldn't happen. And unfortunately, planners, particularly in Kildare, are taking on board the National Planning Framework Objective 19 as being a priority over what was their own local county development.